What's up? I'm Hugz. That's Sam. Welcome to Hugz and Sam. We're about to discuss probably the crazy, most epic episode of anything we've ever reacted to in the history of our channels. I say channels because we have two, and our first one just hit 100,000 subscribers. Pretty excited. If you're not sub, go to Hug Nichols TV, sub up to that.
Yep.
So Attack on Titan, Season 2, Episode 6, Episode 31, whatever you want to call it, Warrior. We found out the bombshell.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say. Like, what is the word for most epic thing you could possibly find out and then realize all along there were little hints and you didn't know and you're like, oh my god, this is the best story ever?
Yes.
What's the word for that? It's Attack on Titan. That's what the words are for that.
Yes.
Yes.
No,
That's all you can say.
I don't know.
We're about a week. This is probably like more than a week after we watched it, or we're almost exactly a week.
Yeah.
Since
almost
we watched
exactly
it.
a week since we watched it.
And I'm still lost for words.
Yeah. I still we
just went back and looked at a little bit of it. Yeah.
Yeah. And holy crap. So one thing that we were really confused about, one of the things that we were like talking about in the actual reaction was Ymir getting slammed down. So a lot of you had said like, it wasn't the Colossal Titan that Colossal Titan grabs Ymir and then he like brings her up and then we see the Armor Titan slam his hand down and
it's
it was
the
like
next shot.
It kind of like was like an illusion that Ymir got slammed into the wall, but it wasn't. So looking back at that, we saw that.
The thing that bothers me the most is Reiner Titan looks like Reiner.
Yeah.
Like Armored Titan.
Like how did we
looks like Reiner.
Because back whenever he like cut himself out of Annie's hand, which now we know.
We did call that though.
Was like we were like, he's got steam coming off him. How did he just break out of her hand? That's a little fishy.
Even in my little recap from season 1, I straight up said there was some stuff about Reiner.
Yeah.
Like,
I would have never thought Berthold.
No.
I would have never thought.
If only just
like,
because they're together, I would have thought maybe they both were whatever. But Reiner definitely, I felt there was something.
I just thought they were like throwaway characters, like, you know what I mean? Until like recently when, the comment was made about like, you used to be a warrior or whatever. And then like, he like,
they started talking.
As you say, John Cena that one time about the window. Man, it's just crazy and I'm really like nervous. Mikasa just freaking jumped in there and she was like slicing throats and stuff and I'm like, dang girl, and it scared me because I was like, they're about to like beat her up and I do not want her to die. If she was to die, I would be so messed up.
There's so many things that mess me up, but one of the biggest is like Bertolt, and people say you got to be scared of the quiet ones, is that he's the Colossal Titan.
That's like the
he's just
biggest,
so big and he's so enormous for like such this little like dude who like doesn't talk about like, hey guys, whatever. Like he can't even pop his form in the town without blowing everything up. Like when they both pop form, he like pop form like off the wall, like to the side so he can grab her. Reiner's at least like up on top of the wall, like doing his business, but Bert's like, I'm over here, what up?
Yeah,
grab
yeah. Oh man. And
also the fact that they knew ahead of time that they were Titans, that blew me away.
They grabbed Eren.
Yeah.
The Colossal or the Armor Titan.
Reiner. Yeah.
Grabbed Eren. Why do they want him so bad? Like, why do they want him so bad? I know we've said this over and over, but bad enough to like want to tell Annie where he was in the formation and.
Well, I feel like that was all planned. I feel like they had all that planned out.
Yeah,
my thing is...
But what I'm saying, though, is, like, they obviously want him for something to attempt to get him then, and then
that's what I think.
I think
it might tie in with one of my theories I had. That maybe Eren was an outsider originally that was brought in.
Yeah.
And maybe they came to get him. Because if you realize, and a lot of people said this, and I didn't really realize, I don't think you did either while we were watching the reaction, is like, they were all like 12 when they attacked the town.
Yeah.
And you don't think of that because they're like, Armor Titan, Colossal Titan. They look like these giant, like, adult Titans. But they were, like, young.
Yeah.
When they broke the wall and stuff. And it's thinking of, like, maybe that theory. And it still might be crazy. Because remember when I told you about Aaron's dad and the injection and everything, and I said maybe that was just awakening something that he had dampened. Mm-hmm. Maybe he essentially like turned off his ability to become a Titan and then turned it back on. And I'm like, that could potentially mean Aaron was an outsider like the rest of them, and they came to get him to bring him back.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, I still think, because like we don't know where Aaron's dad is. Mm-hmm. So it's like, is he just hanging out with, like, these people that are Titans? Like, and I mean, I think that Aaron's dad's probably a Titan.
I don't know.
I mean,
I would assume. But if his dad was, you would think his mom would be.
Not necessarily. If his dad, like, came in and, like, you know.
He came in the mom. That's how Aaron got. I mean, he came into the bedroom. God. And then.
Oh, my God. Oh my God!
But anyway, do you get what I'm
saying? That was
the
injection.
Damn, because that was into Aaron.
Whoa!
So anyway, Sam just took it and elevated it somewhere it didn't need to go.
Anyway.
But you get what I'm saying? Like because if he is not a Titan, and Aaron's mom wasn't a Titan. If the dad is a Titan, she's not a Titan. Aaron's a Titan. Also, like, can Titans and non-Titan, like, are they the same type of people or the same type of human?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, can they have children?
I mean,
was Aaron's mom Aaron's mom?
Holy
There's
crap.
There's a lot of questions.
I don't know. I think we're just, like, kind of bunny trailing a little bit, but...
I just think at this point, there's just so much that has happened. It's like nothing is ridiculous at this point.
I just feel like there has to be something really, really, really up with Aaron's dad. And the reason why they want him so bad, because where is he at? Like, I feel like they just have this way of, like, tucking people back and, like, letting you forget about them. And then they're like, oh, hey, yeah, you remember this person? They're a big deal. You know what I mean?
People did bring up a good thing, though, because I feel like it's been a long time since we've seen Annie. But people said, even though like so much is going on, because we had the rewind episodes and like all that, it feels like it's been a long time, but it's only been a day.
Yeah.
But that's just how I've been feeling about Annie. I'm like, oh, we're hearing about all this other stuff, all these reveals and all the stuff we haven't heard about Annie.
Yeah.
But realistically, it's only been a day.
It's all been like within like the longest days of
our
lives.
Doesn't feel like it.
It's been like the longest freaking days ever. That's for sure.
I forget where we were talking about this. I think it was in our season 1, like, overall discussion, where I was like, so everybody's just a Titan. Like, that's just what it is now. Like, everybody's a Titan.
It was like, everybody's
and with Reiner and Berthold just popping out, Titans, like, Connie's mom's a Titan, we think. You know, Ymir's a Titan. I thought Chris is a Titan. We still don't know.
I don't
what
think
her
she
full-on
is.
thing
I don't
is.
know.
I think when Ymir revealed herself and whatever, like, and the fact that Ymir hid herself being a Titan from Krista, like, absolves Krista of having that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think she is one.
But I'm saying I definitely think there's still something going on with that storyline, though, with Krista.
Yeah.
She's special in some other way.
Yeah.
Or Historia, I should say now.
Historia.
We're still sick, by the way, so I'm sorry for all the coughing.
Yeah. Sorry if I sound like a dude a little bit.
Yeah, she's a dude. I'm a dude. We're all dudes.
We're all dudes.
So anyway, going on through the rest of this is... What else? Oh, also now, knowing Bertolt and Reiner are Titans, and Ymir's a Titan, changes the whole story of her eating the person that was with them.
Yeah.
And now I'm, like, even more interested in what that whole thing was about.
Yeah, like, it makes me wonder, like, because, like, I had said this before, they're, like, different, like, tribes of Titans,
mm-hmm.
like, you know, like, was hers against, but it's, like, they were still in human form, so what, like, can a Titan, like, in Titan form, can they tell if someone can become a Titan, or... I don't know. What is it, a Titan shifter?
Shifters is what people are saying.
Yeah, like, can people tell if they are? Is that why she didn't eat them but ate the friend? But why would they be hanging out with a friend that would be, like, from their hometown or whatever that's not a Titan? Because you would think that everyone from a certain place would be a Titan. I don't know. We still have so much to learn.
And then we have the Titan that thought it found Ymir, said Ymir's people, and it was Ilse and bit Ilse's head off. And people have still made some comments that don't add up to me. People are like, well, of course it's a Titan, he's going to eat her. But he didn't eat her. He just bit her head off. And people are like, oh, well.
Which makes me think that they just want to take the life.
Well, hold on. Because first people argued that. And that's what annoyed me. People were like, well, they just want to kill them. I was like, well, then they don't have to eat them. And people were like, well, they're Titans, they have to eat them. And I was like, well, but they didn't eat her, they just killed her. And then people jumped to that argument. And I'm like, it's got to be one or the other. It can't be both. It can't be either they just want them dead because then they wouldn't have to eat all of them. They just stomp on them and be dead.
Yeah, it's like they don't want life or something. It's like he just wanted her to be dead. And then...
Well, and hearing from Reiner, he even says, like, they want to end humanity. You know what I mean?
I don't know why.
I don't get that one.
I don't get why they want that. Like, why is that a goal? And also, like, they were so young whenever they started this. It was like, people were saying, like, 12 years old and stuff. Like, that's sad. That is, like,
But were they sent to do it? Or did they just, like, when I was 12, I kicked a ball into my neighbor's yard. Like, I never broke a window or anything. But was this their way of just, like, hey...
I'm curious to know. I don't know this.
Let's mess around.
What, like, because, like, you know, like, the Beast Titan, he's, like, he seems like he's, like, number one, like, the leader or something.
Of what, though? Because you've said multiple claims.
Exactly. So, like, I wonder if the Colossal Titan, Birdhole, I wonder how big he is compared to him.
Compared to the Beast Titan.
And, like, where he stands. Like, is he, like, a leader or something?
The Colossal, I don't see him being a leader.
I don't see him
also,
as a leader
he's been
either, but
gone
he's so
long.
big. And, like, it seems like the smaller the Titans are, the more, like...
He almost seems like...
Jamir's kind of tiny.
He almost seems like cumbersomely too big to be able to do much, though.
Yeah. He seems like he'd be, like, slow because he's, like... But, I mean, he sure did kick down that wall. Or kick a hole in the wall.
Yeah. I don't know.
And when's Aaron gonna freaking flip out because they're the reason his mom's dead?
Well, speaking of the wall... Well, I mean, he already did flip out, right? He went Titan.
Yeah, well, yeah, he did. But it's like, when's that gonna be a thing? Like, when's it gonna be mentioned?
About his mom.
Yeah. Because he said, you traitors, or something like that. And he's like...
Well, and how were they so, like, chill about it after Hanji had already basically said that they were Titans? Like, how was everybody so chill about it?
I don't think they, like, believed it or something.
You'd think after Annie and Ymir, like, they would just believe it.
I think Armin was like, oh, yeah, like, but...
Because even, like, after Annie, you'd be like, oh, that was a fluke, maybe that was a one-time, and, like, that's a coincidence. But they had Annie, and then they had just had Ymir. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's becoming more common, which is weird.
Aaron was, like, doubting it, yeah?
I don't think they doubted it. I think they knew. I think they believed. But it would be, like... Just the way the reveal went down. The way they did the reveal was really cool.
Oh, yeah.
They did it in such, like, a non-epic, climactic way. Like, the way they, like, put it in there
so funny,
was
actually.
It was just perfect.
I was laughing a little bit because I was like, how the heck are they just going to be this chill about it?
Like, that was what was cool.
How is this so chill?
Not everything has to be done in the most epic of ways.
Yeah, but that is a huge
That's why it's
thing.
perfect, I think.
It's like, it was
That's why I thought it was perfect.
funny. And
it
then
wasn't
we were
this
like,
big moment where they were, like, fighting and they're like, I am the armored Titan. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it was
It's like not like
cooler.
some stuff was going down and then they just, like, tightened up and then they were just them. Like, it wasn't like that
Ymir.
kind. Like, Ymir's reveal was super epic and I loved that.
But if they were all that way...
But it was, like, super epic in a different way for these two.
Exactly.
Like,
that's what I'm saying. If they were all in that same, like, that Ymir fashion...
It would be kind of boring after a while,
It would die down.
Definitely the writers. I give them props because, like, this is such a smart show. Like, the way that it's done...
Well, and Death Note's amazing, too. And I know there's connection with Attack on Titan and Death Note.
Yes.
And Death Note, we're only, like, 4 episodes in, and I'm so bought in.
Yeah.
I know we only have, like... 4 episodes left? I don't know how many episodes we have left of Attack on Titan.
I'm just worried, like, how on earth are we going to get everything resolved? Like, how are we going to, like, find out everything we want to know?
Cliffhangers.
I know, and that's what I'm saying, is, like, I'm sad because, like, we're going to have to wait all the way till July until season 3 comes out.
We have OVAs for season 2 we haven't seen yet, and season 3, as well as we're going to watch Attack on Titan Junior High, and potentially, people have been saying a slap on Titan.
Yeah.
So we'll have Attack on Titan
themed stuff.
Content that we're
I want to
watching,
see like
as
the
well
little
as
chibi versions. Aww.
I have some cool ideas for some skits that I've wanted to do since we started.
Yes.
That Sam would be essentially documenting my journey to become a member of the Scout Regiment.
That would be fun. Yeah.
And that might be interesting. If y'all are interested in that, let us know. But this episode, oh my God. I can't name a better episode of a show that we've watched. I don't know how it gets better. People are like, just wait, the rest of the season is just as epic, or it just keeps getting better from here. And I'm like, I don't know how it can get better from this. But there's so many points in a show where I'm like, it can't get better than this. Yeah. And then it does.
And it does.
I don't know. I'm just... It's Attack on Titan. Yeah. It's like Step Brothers are like, it's Catalina wine mix. Yeah. I'm like, it's Attack on Titan. Like, that's just what it is. Like, that's just what it is. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I love it, though. I'm trying to think of, like, what else we've missed from the show, like, from the episode we haven't talked about, but I'm like...
I know, I'm just
pretty
trying
sure
to, like,
we've talked about everything that... I still want resolution on Connie's mom in that situation.
Yeah, but they are going to go, like, look into that.
Yeah.
Yes.
There we go.
Also, I loved how, oh my gosh, just, like, funny part was whenever Reiner was, like, climbing the wall, but it was, like, he was being lifted up and he only had one usable arm.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, is he climbing the wall? And we both thought he climbed the wall. Like, because I was like, he is not just climbing the wall.
There were some comments that people laughed at that comment.
Yeah.
So hopefully somebody puts those in the next video. I don't know if I'm editing it or editing it, but hopefully maybe some of those comments will make it in.
Yeah.
All right, but I feel like we've covered everything we need to cover. I always feel like we're missing things or leaving things out in these discussions, but this is like, already almost 20 minutes, and I don't know if you want to hear us just meander on for the rest of the time. Comment what you thought down below. Shout out to Dashy Lee, who goes through those comments and eradicates all the spoilers.
Shout out to Dashy.
So when you put them spoilers up, suck it. They're probably gone already when I'm saying this.
Yeah.
But like it if you did. Some of you don't already. Shout out to our patrons who support us over on Patreon. Y'all don't even know how much it means to us. It means the world to us. We'll have more videos soon. Attack on Titan. We only got a few more, guys. It's kind of sad, but it's also really epic. We'll see you later. I love you guys.
Bye.